aba Game TV mbalamusiza akawungeezano konna ku lwaleero. Njagala okubeebaza buli ssekinomu emirimu gy'osobodde okuba nga okola nammwe abakyali ku mirimu gyammwe. Tuli mu program manya bino okuva mu Game TV nga bwe twabasuubiza nti program manya bino tubaako okufuluma wabweru okubanga twongera twongera okwogera n'abantu okumanya embeera ezikwata mulamu b'abantu abawangaalira biki ebigenda mu maaso. Baso ne banyabo n'olunaku lwaleero tufulumyeko studio za Game TV ne tujja okukyalirako Honorable Amuwo Vicky eyeesimbyewo mu kukulembeze owa Kalaki District nga Omani MP. Era wenjogerera tumaze okuba nga tutuuka ku maka aga Honorable. Tuli ku gate wano tukonkonye tulinda Honorable kubanga asobola okuba nga ajja okuggulawo. Tulabike tusobola okuba nga tugenda mu maaso. Era mu bufuwe bumu tukyalina Honorable kuba nti asobola okuba nga atukkiriza okuba nga tuyingira oba okutuggulirawo gwe weena atulaba. Naye tusanyuse nnyo okuba nga abatulaba nja kusaba okole ekintu kimu obenga osobola okusubscribinga olikinge gwe osobola okulabika nti osobola okomentinga ku lwa TV eno okulabika nti tugenda mu maaso. So wetwogerera Honorable amaze okuba nga asobola okutwanyiriza era okutuggulirawo. Naffe okusanga Honorable. Honorable amanye gange nze Elijah Bernard nkola ne Game TV era ndi mu program eyitibwa Manya Bino. Program Manya Bino ebeera ku Game TV buli lwa mukaaga nga twongera okuba nga twogera ku mbeera eziri mu bulamu bw'abantu n'okumanya abantu gye bawangaalira na biki ebigenda mu maaso. Bwe twawulidde oba bwe twawulira nti weesimbyewo nesooka tetugamba tujja genda ewa Honorable tulabike nti tusobola tugenda ewa Honorable tunyumyemu era tusobole okulabika nti asobola okubuulira ku balonzi be oba n'okumubuuzaako ebyo tuwulidde abalonzi bye byandikaze okumanya. Honorable y'ensonga lwaki tuze mu maka ago wano.
Sanyuse nnyo okubalaba era mbasanyukidde ddala ddala. Njagala mubeere wa ddembe. Sanyuse nnyo okubalaba.
Wow. Eyakatweyungako tutuuse mu maka ga Honorable. Gano ge maka ga Honorable Amuwo Vicky eyeesimbyewo okuba nga akiikirira abantu ab'e Kalaki District kuba Woman MP oba Member of Parliament. Era tutuuse amaka ge nga compound bw'ogiraba alagiddala nga mukozi nnyo. Wano tusanzeewo ennimiro eya mukazi ng'alima enva, tusanzeewo ennimiro y'enva, olaba compound mulimu emiyembe ginyirira, mulimu fene, ebintu bingi ebiri mu compound. So tuweereddwa omukisa nti twanyiriziddwa n'omuntu omukozi afaanana bw'ati. Nzikiriza nti mu dakiika zino Honorable oli live ku Game TV era nandikusabye olalike nti osobola okuba nga obuuzaako abalabi baffe abali ku Game TV.
Mbaniriza nate abalabi baffe abalungi abali ku Game TV. Nsanyuse nnyo okubalaba, nsanyukidde ddala ddala. Saamanya mpitibwa Amuwo Vicky nga nviiridde eno. Ndi Amuwo Vicky, amanya Amuwo Vicky nga nviiridde eno Seeta Mukono wewali amaka gange wembeera. Saba Game TV abatulaba, nsanyukidde nnyo okubalaba, mwebale nnyo okunkyalirako olunaku olwaleero okujja okumanya ebisingawo ebikwata eri obulamu bwange n'olugendo luno lwa politics bwendimu.
Okay. Tweyanziza Honorable okubanga osobodde okubanga obuuzaako abalabi baffe abalungi era awamu n'abawagizibwa. Honorable, nzikiriza nkubuuze ekibuuzo ekisooka. Omulabi waffe era omulonzi wo kiyandeetazze okumanya. Honorable, abalabi baffe bandeetazze okumanya obulamu bwo okuva ku ntandiikwa n'okutuusa w'otuuse wano olwaleero. Bandyagadde okumanya olugendo olukwata ku bulamu bwo bwe luli.
Ssebo, obulamu bwange abatulaba bonna aba Game TV, obulamu bwange bwe bwatandikira, ndi omwana yazaalibwa mu kyalo kye tuyita Amotot, parish yaffe eri bagita Amoru, sub county gye bayita Otuboy district, Kalaki district. Eyo gye nzaalibwa era we njagala okugenda okuweereza. Nazaalibwa mu omwaka 1995 on the 23rd February. That's when I was born. The village Amotot, Amoru Parish, Otuboy Sub-County. That's where I was born in the year of 1995, February. Yeah, that's the 23rd. So my life from childhood, I grew up from that village from childhood, where I went to school called Odingoy Primary School. It's also found in Kalaki district. It's where I grew from. So I went to school, I went to Odingoy Primary School by then. Maybe by then we didn't have the primaries, we did class, nursery section wasn't there. So I went direct to P1. It's where I began from, Odingoy Primary School. I studied there from P1 up to P6. And from there, they took me to Otuboy Primary School also. It's found in the very same sub-county Otuboy, the same district, Kalaki. So I joined there. I studied there for only 1 year. And I left. By then I had a brother who was in Kampala. I have my elder brother, he's called the Metro Dennis. By then he was a mechanic. So he called me and he brought me to Kampala. It's now when I joined primary 7. I joined it from Kampala. That was around 2009. It's when I joined up my primary 7 when I came to Kampala. So after joining Kampala, nganze Kampala, nengenda kusomero eyitibwa Frobel Infant School, esangibwa Eseeta, gye namaliriza primary yange, primary 7. After my primary 7, so I did well. Where I got, I got 8, aggregates 8. I passed in Division 1. So there I joined my secondary. After the primary level, I joined my secondary, where I first went to Seta Hill College. I started there senior 1. After my senior 1, again they changed. I went to another school that was called Rainer High School. It was found in Seta. For my senior 2, my senior 3, and then I left also that, and I went to St. Peter's, where I completed my secondary level. So I started from there. I finished up my O level from there. After my secondary, then I had to join the university, where I went to YMCA, Kampala. That's Wandegeya. I went there for a course. I went there for my certificate. After certificate in social administration and social work, then I went also for my diploma, also in YMCA, where I did a diploma also in social work and social administration. So after there, I got married, and I was brought this far up to here. It's where I got married. And as there, I bear 2 children, where I got married. And there I began entering I began getting the life of politics slowly by slowly. After my education, after my course, I began joining this life of politics slowly by slowly. Let me take you back. Since from the primary hood, I used also to be when I used also to stand or in the electorate of the prefects like that. I could also participate. I remember I was in senior 3 when I joined, and I was elected as a head girl. So I began enjoying my life of politics. I began from school since childhood. God had put me that interest of being a leader. So I began there slowly by slowly, from primary up to secondary, going to university. I began there. When I'm in that life of serving people, of being a leader. So, presenter, and pass stand back the mic to you.
Okay, tweyanziza honorable. Abalabi baffe abalungi, nzikiriza ddala bulungi nnyo nti obadde ogoberera honorable, babadde nga atunnyonnyola olugendo olw'obulamu bwe lwatandikira okutuuka watuuse olunaku lwa leero. Kati gwe nno owakatwegattako, tuli ku Game TV, tukyaliddeko honorable Amuwo-Vicky. Leero tufulumyeko studio zaffe ne tujja okukyalira mu maka aga honorable, era ndowooza olaba amaka ga honorable gali n'akaana ke tusanzeewo akawala, ndowooza owedde okalaba nga kazannya kabuukabuuka, okumanya ddala nti tukyalidde ddala mu maka ga honorable. Abadde atunyumiza olugendo olw'obulamu bwe. Naye honorable, mbadde nsaba onzikirize neera nkubuuze ekibuuzo ku lw'abayi baffe abalungi. Since honorable was been using English, I feel to write this question in English so that your supporters from Kalaki, they can understand and get it very well. The question is, honorable, what inspired you to enter into politics?
Thank you very much for that question. I've been asked the question. Those are watching us from Game TV. I've been asked the question, what inspired me to join politics? Yeah, since I told you that I grew up from Kalaki in a very low family where I saw life was very hard. Getting his education from there was very hard. You know, people from Kalaki, they only love educating educating only boys. And some families, you find them that they don't want to educate a girl child. They know that the girl child, whenever she grows up, she just goes and gets married, and that will be their loss. So since I saw that in Kalaki, I saw that in our own village. So it also inspired me. It also one of my inspiration to come and contest as a woman member of parliament. or to join politics. So I wanted to stand for these young children also, these young girls, the young girls out there in Kalaki district. They desire to be in school, but because of that in the families, that mentality which is there in Kalaki, that they don't want to educate a girl child. They know that after this girl child growing up, she will go and get married, and that will be a loss. So for me, I came out. I wanted to change that in their minds, that if I go through, or if I go and I join politics, I might have a chance and I go to parliament, and I also get a way forward to change their lives, to bring in education to all levels to these young girls also to gain education in Kalaki district. Secondly, what inspired me to join politics, where my home village is, when I look at the situation that this place is, when I look at our family background, when I look at the roads where I come from, when I look at our leaders, I feel we are not well represented at the parliament. In the parliament, we are not well represented. When I look at them, when you see honorables representing their constituencies, I never saw people from Kalaki representing Kalaki very well. And I say that, no, I have also to develop this desire. I once have to go there so that I represent the people of Kalaki the way they have to be represented. I want the voice of the voiceless to also to be heard from the parliament, because I feel they are not well represented the way it is. When sadly, when you look at our schools in Kalaki, the schools are so poor. Our schools, the buildings are so poor. You find that children are still studying from under mango trees. You find the children studying from mango trees, others in churches like that. So our schools are not well built the way they're supposed to be. So I feel that also inspired me to join politics, so that when I reach there, I also bring out the facilitation that brings out Kalaki very well. To bring out that education in Kalaki also in the standard where it has to be when you compare to these schools, to other schools here, maybe in town, maybe when you go to other districts. Children are, their schools are well built, but also, I want also our schools from Kalaki also to be well built the way these ones are. So that also brought me to join politics, so that I can also work that for my home people, for my children. Thirdly, the way I grew up from the village, my father was LOC1 chairperson. So from the village there, so I used to see women could come to home, they are being tortured, their rights are not being respected. So that thing also pained me so much. So whenever these women could come to bring a case, maybe they have been beaten with men, maybe men have abandoned them, and there's no way they could help them. So I felt touched inside my heart, and also inspired me to come and join politics. So when I reach there, I want these women also to be heard. I want also to have their rights the way you women have to be. So all that inspired me to join politics. That's what I can tell you as per now.
Okay, tweyanziza honorable omulabi waffe eyakatwegattako tukwaniriza ku Game TV. Tuli mu program manya bino. Nyongera okujjukiza nti tufulumyeko nate ebweru ne tujja ne tukyalirako honorable Amoviki eyeesimbyewo ku bwa woman member of parliament owa Kalaki district, era abadde agezaako okubanga addamu ekibuuzo kye tumubuuzizza. Honorable,
Yes.
Nina ekibuuzo eky'omulonzi wo ekiri ku meeza yange kyenandyagadde osobola okulabika nti osobola okumwanukula. Omulonzi wo asindise ekibuuzo nga kigamba nti Honorable, kiki kyagenda okuba nga assaako essira what specific initiatives will you implement to achieve your goal?
Weebale nnyo olw'ekibuuzo ekyo. Abalabi baffe abatulaba mbuzibwa ekibuuzo. Kiki kyengenda oteekako essira that what is that I'm going to put in more effort?
Okulabika nti ekigendererwa kyo oba ekirooto kyo kisobola okutuukirira.
To in Kalaki or
Yeah, era of course nti oli member of parliament owa Kalaki, kati kitegeeza nti nzikiriza nti olinayo ebintu by'ogamba nti bwe ngenda mu parliament bino ngenda kuteeka essira ku kino okulabika nti nsobola okuba nga ekirooto kyange kituukira, I achieve my goal. Kubanga nzikiriza nti olina nga wegere ekintu ekikupiseepise okulabika nti osobola okuyingira okukiikirira abantu bammwe. Ogambye nti olabye embeera mwe bawangaalira n'okoka tugezeeko amasomero nga si malungi, abamu bakyasomera mu makanisa, abamu bali wansi w'emiyembe, oyogeddeko ku ky'amalwaliro ebiri birungi. Kati kyova olaba nti ono n'abuuza ekibuuzo nti kati honorable biki byagenda okuteekako essira, bw'abanga biki byagenda okuteekako essira okulabika nti abiteeka mu nkola okutuukiriza ekyo ky'ayagala.
Weebale nnyo mulabi waffe, weebale nnyo olw'ekibuuzo ekyo. First and foremost, if that chance come and I go to parliament, first and foremost, what I put mostly, first and foremost, I will look at the hospitals. Because I went for the survey, I looked at the hospitals in Kalaki district. First and foremost, when you look at where maternity ward, where our women give birth from, I went there, I found that we only have one bed. Most of the hospitals that I visited from Kalaki, they have, the one with more beds are only 3, these labor beds. There are 2, 3, 1. So when I pass through, the first thing I must do is to make sure that these hospitals should have enough beddings for the women where they give birth from. Okusanga abakazi, eyinza okusanga nti abakazi nga 5 bagenze kuzaala naye tebakozesa ekitanda kiri kimu. Osanga nti abakazi basaalira ne wansi. Ekyo kyannuma nnyo 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 nnyo. Ne ngamba nti we mba nga nnyingidde, first and foremost nina okumakinga sure nti ebitanda abakyala be bazaaliramu nina omakinga sure nti mbigula oba ntwala eyo information to the parliament to show them that in Kalaki we do lack beddings in the hospitals. Secondly, what I will put more is about education, because education is the most. I will make sure that the infrastructures are gonna be built that fit our district, that fit the life of our children. They are down there also. So I'll make sure that the schools are also built. I have to take that ahead so that I show the government that there in Kalaki also we do lack schools. We lack the buildings for the teachers. You find teachers, they reach school late because they don't have where to sleep around the school. So I will also look at that when I enter into parliament. Thirdly, what I will put on more effort, it's about water. We also lack water in Kalaki district. You find one borehole here, you move like 20 kilometers is when you will find another borehole. So people even getting water from dirty swamps for use because they're lacking the boreholes, they're lacking water in Kalaki district. So those are the things I first emphasize on when I enter onto that seat. Come 2026, when I enter there, those are the first things that I have to do. So that is it.
Okay. Tweyanzisa okulabika nti osobodde okulabika nti osobola okulambula obulungi. For the few remarks I've made, nsobola okugamba abantu b'e Kalaki, if they appoint you or if they vote you, bajja kubanga balondedde ddala omuntu nate omutuufu sofa okusinziira ku biwakabanga osobola okwatwesinga. Honorable, to omuntu waliwo omulonzi wo neera asobola okuba nga asindika ekibuuzo kye n'agamba presenter, nsaba ombuulize Honorable ekibuuzo kyange kino alabike nti asobola okunyanukula kubanga mulonzi wo. Abadde abuuza ekibuuzo n'agamba nti Honorable, how will you engage with the constituencies and ensure their voices are heard? How will you engage? Onakwata otya oba onayigizaamu otya? How will you engage the constituency, abantu omu constituency okulabika nti oba for example nga ebibaluma ebitwala gye balina oba amaloboozi gaabwe okulabika nti gasobola okuba nga gawulirwa. For example nti abantu bakulonda n'ogenda mu parliament, olwokuba nti parliament ntono kitegeeza nti abantu b'e Kalaki bonna bandibadde nga tebasobola kweyiwa mu parliament. Kati kyova olaba nti basalawo no bagamba katulonde Honorable Vicky agende atukiikirire. Kati kyova oli yabuze amaloboozi gaffe Honorable agenda kikola okulabika nti gasobola okuwulirwa eri mu parliament n'abantu atwogereddewo. Kitegeeza kyandiba nti abaddeyo ndowooza amaloboozi tegatuuse. Kati bo baagala kumanya gwe ogenda kikwasaganya otya?
Weebale nnyo olw'ekibuuzo ekyo. Engeri gye ngenda okukwasaganya oba amaloboozi g'abantu okuwulirirwa eri parliament, ekisookera ddala nina otandikira wano ku village level. Tiwaliwo abantu abalondebwa mu village level, so nina okukola nabo hand in hand. Nina making sure nti bagendera ddala eri wansi, fena ne tukolera wamu nabo, and we work together with them to see that what are the challenges being faced by this problem, by these people. First and foremost, I will be there's the office. My office will be in Kalaki district. I'll put them in different towns so that whoever has a problem should go to that office and reports there whatever challenge she's facing or he's facing, whatever problem that he's facing. Besides that, even these councillors, I will make sure that I work hand in hand with them to make sure that all the problems that are being faced by these people in Kalaki are being heard. They have to reach to me. There are some places maybe I might not reach in time, but I will put people in place to know what is going on from there. You see, as we the new people, we say that even being in a camera itself, it makes you to be known. So I'll make sure that the media also is being passed through down the villages there to know, to understand what these people are facing. So now a good thing that the phones have come. So I'll make sure I put some phones in down areas there so that get the information very well. As far as we say that being in a camera is our weapon. So I also make that weapon work in Kalaki district where I'm not there. Let that weapon of being in the camera work for me when I'm not there. So that whatever it is being got there is being reported to my office, and I have to get from my office, I also have to bring to the parliament. So let their voices be heard from the parliament. I think that is the cheapest way I can make their voices to be heard.
Okay. Ndowooza mukwano gwange okusinza ku Game TV abadde abuuza ekibuuzo ekyo omulonzi wo okuva e Kalaki. Nzikiza bulungi nnyo nti Honorable asobodde okuba nga akwanukula bulungi nnyo ddala. Honorable, tulinawo ekibuuzo ekigamba kubanga bwe twawadde nga tukola analysis
Yes, sir.
twasanze nga ekifo ekyo kyeweesimbyeko
Yes, sir.
twekyesimbyeko weka
Yes, sir.
era analysis ziraga nti muliko abantu 7
Yes, sir.
naye twandyagadde okumanya oba omulonzi yandyagadde okumanya mu bantu bano 7 gwe kiki ekikwawula ku bano abalala gwe n'obeera wanjawulo ku bo?
Webale nnyo ku lw'ekibuuzo ekyo. So that thing that makes me that they are different from the other, my fellows, my component.
Yeah.
So I know very well that we are 7 on ground that have come for that post of woman member of parliament. But what makes me to be special is that being a leader is to be with the heart for the people that these low people. I say I have the heart for these low people because for me, I'm the person who grew up with that heart of helping, with that heart that when I see a problem on my fellow, I need to get to give a hand to my fellow so that we solve out that problem. So being the special person, for me, I say what I know, I've come to serve my people. I've come with the aid of serving. Maybe other people might come with the interest of being that their personal interest that maybe they are entering parliament or personal interest that will gain money, what? But for me, my interest of going there is to serve my people, to make sure their voices are being heard the way they're supposed to be heard. And slowly they've been asking me, since all these women that have come, all of them, they're older than me. So other people were asking, you as a young child, what are you going to do? What are you going to do there? That will make you reach there. That will make you stand for your people very well. We see you're underage. We see you're still young. There's nothing you're going to do there. And I told these people that about leadership. Leadership is not of the age. Leadership is not of the size. Leadership is a conviction. It's someone's conviction. When you are not yet got that conviction in you, that means that you will not be able to be a leader. But since God has put that conviction unto me, for me, I feel it very well that I'm so different with these people. I feel I'm going to be the voice to the voiceless very well, more than my fellows. I feel I will be heard. And being young, when you're being young, even if you find as an elder person, you see, you're so flexible that each and every person can come and interact with you. Any person feels free to come and ask you that now you, honorable, this and this, we're having this challenge, how can you help me through this and this? For me, being a youth, being young, I see all age, they will be free to come and relate with me. In a case of any problem, I see these people. I'm so very convinced that I'm so flexible to each and every person, every age is they're all free to come to me because they're able. Even you might be with your problem burning you, but there's no way you can reach to that honorable. Being that maybe the person is older, being that the person is maybe the age has gone, so there's no way you can convince this person. But for me, being a youth, being still young in age, I know even a youth there outside being with a problem, you will be free to come and talk to me. So that only makes me being different with my fellows.
Wow. It's so wonderful. Waliwo omuwagizi wasindise n'agamba hono eyalama kitegeeza nti omwana okudde bulungi nnyo nyini ddala. Naye nzikiriza nsobole okubanga nyongera okwanyiriza abibaffe abakatwegattako. Waliwo abatwegattiddeko mu lugendo nga tutambula, waliwo abatwegasseeko nga puroguramu etambula. Abali baffe abapya abakatwegattako nga puroguramu etandise. Leero tetubadde mu studio zaffe, tufulumyeko nga enkola yaffe bweri, nti tubaako mu studio munda, olumu ne tufuluma okulabika nti okugenda mu community tulabe community biki ebiriyo. Olwaleero tukyaliddeko Honorable Amuwo Vicky omukyala eyeesimbyewo ku kifo ekya Woman MP okuba nga akiikirira abantu ab'e Kalaki, era mu maka ge mwennyini mwe tusimbye amakanda mwe twateredde kati tuli mu kuba nga tusembula mpola mpola. Olugendo twalutandiseeko dda. Era nzikiriza nsobola okugamba nti osobola okuba nga osobola okusharinga so honorable tulina ekibuuzo kyetwandyagadde abali baffe okumanya oba abalonzi bo. Ekibuuzo kigamba nti bubaka ki bw'olina eri abantu aba Kalaki district b'ogenda okukiikirira?
Bali nnyo batulaba ku Game TV mbuzi bw'ekibuuzo ekigamba nti obubaka ki bwendekera abantu b'e Kalaki. What I can tell my people of Kalaki, that vote me. Vote me, I go to parliament. I come and I represent you. I be your voice from the parliament. Secondly, what makes you to vote me? Because I'm approachable. I'm a youth. That means that I'm easy to be approached. I'm also a woman, women of Kalaki. I'm also a woman like you. I know the problems you women pass through. I know the challenges that you women pass through. So vote me, because I'm approachable, so that I be your voice there. I change your life there. Thirdly, what I want to tell my people of Kalaki. Secondly, I want us to leave these things. There are things of segregations that these people are Kumam, this one Sate, so we want only to vote our Kumams, we want only to vote our Teso. No, I want us to remove all that. When you go on segregating these things of tribalism, that I'm a Kumam, I'm a Muteso, we shall distract our Kalaki. We shall make it down, we shall make it low. There's no way we can go without unity. So I call upon all of you, the people of Kalaki. Let us unite together. We are one blood. Because now the Kumams, we have intermarried with the Itesos. There's no way you can say that let us segregate this Ateso with Kumam. My father is a Muteso. My mother is a Kumam. How can you come and convince me that I separate my father with my mother? Because they've already intermarried. So there's no way we can continue with that. So I call upon you, let us join our hands together. Let us be together. Let us bring unity so that we can make our Kalaki to shine. There's no way we can go with segregations. So as to make Kalaki to go ahead is unity. So I call upon all of you to come together. Let us join our hands together for a brighter Kalaki. So that's what I call upon my people of Kalaki. Vote me and let's unite. I've not come to segregate. Put aside these things of the parties. Parties are just colors, and parties we come to them that parties are like transport means. That you decide to use a motorbike to go to Soroti. I also decide to use a taxi to reach Soroti. So these are just means that like means of transport that we use to reach where we're supposed to be. So let us put aside things of parties, but let us join our hands together. Whether you're NOOP, whether you're NRM, whether you're FDC, whether you're PPR, let us join our hands together for a brighter Kalaki. I've come to serve you, to become your leader. So I've not come for segregations of the parties, of the languages, but I'm calling upon all of you to come together for a brighter Kalaki. That's what I can tell my people of Kalaki.
Okay. Tweyanziza olw'okwanukula ekibuuzo ekyo n'okutulekera obubaka okutulaga bubaka ki bw'oteekeddwa okuba nga olekera abantu ab'e Kalaki. nga tusemberedde enjegeyego ez'okulabika nti tuwunzika olugendo lwaffe olw'okukyalirako. Honorable, twandyagadde okumanya oba omulonzi yandyagadde okumanya abantu b'e Kalaki mukululo ki gw'osuubira okubalekera?
Weebale nnyo olw'ekibuuzo ekyo. Thank you for that question that has been asked. That what legacy am I to leave behind me? First and foremost, the legacy I should leave behind. As you see, when you look at in my posters, we have my motto is transforming people's lives and the community. So I want that legacy to remain in people. That Vicky, let me get youth outside there say that Vicky has transformed my life in such this and this. Now let me find you when you have not get education. I bring the education. That means that I've changed your life. I found you no business. I put in some little capital in you. You begin your own business. That means that I've changed your life. So I have come to transform. I want my legacy is to remain Kalaki of transforming people's lives, whereby children that have not access to school, I want them also to have that access to school. Secondly, the women, another thing is the women that are outside there that are crying. They are low. Some they're lacking businesses. Some they're lacking what to do. Some they're lacking capital. So when I come into your circles, I give you some money. You open up some little businesses. You change your lives. That's the legacy I want to leave. When people's lives have changed in Kalaki, they say that it was Vicky who did this and this. Thirdly, I want to show you, as me in my home here, that there's a piece of that there's some little business that I do sometimes in my free time. I come, I get a little piece of land like this. You see this garden here, it's a garden of greens. Sometimes I come and I put greens aside there. You see, if you a woman watching me outside there, or seeing this outside there, this business here does not need a lot of land. Even you have your very little piece of land, you can put your greens aside there, where you can sell some, where you can get some for food. So all this alone also can change someone's life. So when you get your time, or you get a little piece of land, try to get some garden, you put some greens there, you put them so that you can get they generate your source of income. Yes, can change your life also as well. So I'm calling upon the women outside there. Don't undermine whatever work that you can do. Don't undermine whatever business you can. Don't undermine even agriculture. Agriculture, the little you put, you gain out much. So I'm calling upon you people. I'm calling upon you women outside there, women of Kalaki. Let us also engage ourselves in growing these veggies. When I come into that, I'll make the circles where I'll bring seeds to women. I'll come and I give you people seeds so that you can grow and you begin getting some income from out of it. You begin even using even some for food. So when I enter into power, all this I'm going to do for you. If before even I enter into power, I'm already on ground. I'm going to be visiting groups. We see the way we begin this kind of agriculture. Where you use a small piece of land and you gain much. So that's the legacy I want to live in Kalaki. I want so and so to say that it was because of Vicky that I've gained education. It's because of Vicky that I've also gained this. So that's the legacy I want to live in Kalaki district for my people.
Okay, tweyanziza nnyo Honorable Vicky olw'olugendo lw'osobodde okuba nga otubuulira, era kibadde kikulu nnyo omuntu okumanya era omulonzi wo, kubanga bulijjo na bulijjo tukula oba tubeera abato ne tukula. Olwaliro oli muvubuka nga bw'oyogedde Kalaki, ejjuddemu abavubuka bangi era nsobola era ngata eddoboozi yange ku ggwe okubiriza abavubuka okuba nga basobola okukulonda. Naye kikulu nnyo nti bwe bannonda manya nti waliwo obudde bwe bulituuka nga sikyali muvubuka ne mba nga nsobodde okuba nga nva mu bukulembeze, naye abasigadde emabega kiki kye balisigala nga banjogerako, kiki kye balisigala nga baneenyumirizaamu. So kibadde kikulu nnyo okuba nga osobola okuba nga obuulira abalonzi bo kiki kye basobola okuba nga bakusuubiramu. Era nzikiriza nti buli mulonzi yenna akugoberedde obulungi era akukolidde obulungi, nzikiriza nti asobodde okuba nga amanya waateeka akalulu ke mu kino ekisanja kye twolekedde. Njagala okuba nga nkwebaza Honorable okulabika nti otukyazizza era otuwadde omwagaanya nga ffe bannamawulire okuva ku Game TV okujja n'onyumyako naffe n'otubuulira ku byafaayo biki bikitambula. Tubasanyufu nnyo, tubasanyufu ddala, weewale kutwanyiriza. Basobo ne bannyabo, olugendo lwaffe lwe tubaddeko olukukyala ewa Honorable Balimwezo lwe twatandise, bwe tutyo bwe tulukomenkereza ne interview gye tubadde naye okulabika nti twagala okumanya ebikwata ku Honorable Balimwezo era na biki byategekedde abantu abeekalaki. Bwe tutyo tusobodde okulabika nti tusobola okuwunzika. Tuyanziza nnyo, twebazizza nnyo mwenna abatambudde naffe, katugambe nti tuddemu nate okusisinkana nate ku Lwomukaaga oluddako.